Hello everyone, Wyland here, and welcome to the second part of our best base locations. Today we're going to look at some more base locations in the Scorched Earth map. I'm actually standing in my favorite base location right now in a freaking sandstorm. I got goggles on and this is what it looks like. So this is my favorite base location. I'm going to tell you all about this location at the end of this video, why it's my favorite. It's got lots going for it, and it's definitely one of the coolest spots on the map. But in this video, we're also going to have some locations in the sand dunes and some more locations in the mountain areas because those seem to be like the safest places. If you're trying to build a safe base, so we're going to look at some of those places. And if you like this video and like this type of content, just go ahead and subscribe because I'm gonna have lots more content like this. I'm gonna also do some base building, just like I did a treehouse build in some of my previous videos. So definitely go ahead and hit the subscribe button because I'm gonna bring out lots more videos, especially whenever they introduce new things, just to show you how it works, what you can do with it, and best place to actually put it. So let's go ahead and get started now. So our first base location that we're going to go to is going to be 35.9, 69.9. This base location is going to be at the top of a pretty high mountain. Now, I know a lot of people like to build bases really high up. And look, it kind of looks like I'm in snow right now. I don't really know if this is going to be a factor as far as building or falling through. Hopefully you're not going to fall through. I mean, this is kind of some pretty amazing camouflage though. So you can't even see them there. So that's pretty cool. But this spot is extremely, I'm getting kind of scared walking on this, extremely high up. We are way up in the air. So if you're looking for a really high spot, this is probably going to be the best spot for you. I wanted to point out that this spot is really high up, but you do have access to water kind of close. I mean, you have the spire over there, and your other access to water is out here in the desert. And there's going to be one other thing I'm going to show you in just a second. But out here in the desert, you do have a water vein right here. So not too bad, not too far off. Definitely a lot closer than some of the base spots as far as getting water. So you do have that going for you. And you can also build down here because you do have oil veins as well. You got one here, and I think there is one more floating around here as well. You got a nice little entranceway going right here. With some iron, with some metal ore, and all in all, this is a pretty awesome spot. You got oil. There's another oil right there. You got oil, water, resources. I mean, it's got everything at this spot. Definitely a cool spot to build at because we're really out in the middle of nowhere, and we're at 10.6, 82.9. You can see it on the map right there, and I'm going to show you why this is one of my favorite spots. It's right down there. You can see I'm on this ridge right here, which is always cool to have a ridge, especially in the sand, because I mean, you don't really have any other scenery other than, hey, there's a sand dune. Oh, hey, there's another sand dune. I mean, when it comes to sand dunes, this is going to be premium sand dune, if that makes sense. But yeah, see, it goes, and we're right here on the wall, so that's always cool. Oh, it goes down into here where you got your water at. Nice little oasis. Gives you some kind of plant life to look at. And your life-giving water well. This water well looks like it's had better days. It looks kind of dried up. But it's not dried up. You can drink from it. Alright. So yeah, we are way out. There's nothing around here. I mean, you can see there's sun. There's dunes. And that's about it. So this is a good spot if you want to get away from society and be hermit or sand person or whatever you want to call it, I mean, this is going to be your spot. There's really no way to get any further than right here. It would be such a pain to ride a dino out here on foot with all the death worms everywhere. So I mean, if you can actually get out here and play something, you know, this is going to be a pretty awesome spot just because it's so far out in the sand dune. I mean, I probably wouldn't build right here because you have all your wood that you can chop down, and you keep, you know, farm the wood from this spot because it'll keep growing back. But if you build right here, it's not going to grow back. So I probably wouldn't build right on this little area right here. But building all around it, making a nice little desert town or something like that, it would look pretty cool out here. So let's go to the next spot. All right, our next spot is going to be a smaller spot, so we won't spend too much time on it, but you know, it is good to know that it is here in case you're looking for that. 16.8, 26.3. Okay, this spot is interesting because it has a natural wall going all the way around, and it's really nice that you have this lip of this cliff right here coming out above you. See that? So you could build just a wall down, and all the rest of your walls are covered. And you could use this out here as your dino pen. I mean, you could have a dino pen right out here. Build you one little base right in there. You know, if you're just starting out, this would be perfect because you could build just a tiny little base underneath that cliff, and then eventually you could build right here or up here. So I mean, it has a lot of potential as far as moving up, you know, from just starting out to massive base. I mean, you could build a whole big base right in between there, and it would look pretty awesome. So as far as water goes, you know, there's not a water well around here, and that's kind of the case for most of these bases in the mountains. I guess they have awesome defense, but the trade-off is that there's not water around them. Sometimes you can find water. You can actually find more water in the sand dunes than you can in the actual mountain itself. But I'm right here at the edge of the wall, and there's really no water. I mean, you're gonna have to do some flying to get some water, pretty much. But it is a pretty unique looking location. I mean, that's what it looks like from afar. I definitely like this area. Let's go ahead and pull the map out, show you where I'm at. It's going to be right here in this little green area. You know, if you see these little areas, you can kind of stop by and see if there's any water at them. Most of the time there is, but our base location for this one's going to be 83.4, 72.3. Now this base location is right on the outskirts of the actual normal, you know, there you can see the biome right there. So we're right on the edge of it. You got your water right here. This area is semi-flat. The good part about this place, which you could build in the actual normal rocky biome over there, I guess you could call it, but you're right here at this little ruined city that somebody lived in some time ago. But if you go over to this building right here, which is right here at that one water spot, you got this kind of enclosure right here. You cannot build in this area. Trust me, I've already tried. So you can't place anything down in this area. Also, you need to make note that there is limited access to what size dinos you can get inside of here. But if you keep going down this hill, there's a cave right here. You got a duct to get in, so you got to make note about dinosaurs with that as well. I actually placed a fence foundation in here just to show you where you can actually place one at. So this is the closest you can get to the outsides right here. So you can make a nice little wall right here. You got your water access out there, but this cave location is at 78.9, 75.7. This cave's pretty massive. I haven't gone all the way through it, but you can see there's It's a nice room right here. There's no activity at all as far as crazy dinosaurs that want to eat you. And it goes on down further. So you have a water access on the outside if you did want to build in here. This location right here is going to be for somebody that's not really worried about dinosaurs, because you're not going to be able to fit anything in here that's worthwhile. You're not going to be able to cage anything around here due to this small entrance. You may be able to fly something in here, but then again, you cannot block anything off on this area right here. So that is a cool place right there. You could have, a base located in there with your main dinosaur pen out here where the actual water is. But as far as the desert biome goes, let me put this foundation back up. This is going to be one of the closer spots to the actual normal area. Whenever I say normal area, I'm talking about, where you can actually see some tree life. So that's going to be this location. Let's go to the next one. And the next location on our list is going to be 24.8, 23.2. There it is on the map. This location is another one in the mountains, and it has a ton of freaking deadly creatures on it. But once you wipe those out, put some foundations down, you will have a complete enclosure with crystals, rocks, everything you need for a cool looking base. You will also have a ledge right here to keep everything at bay. So nothing can walk up here unless it walks from the top. Which I don't even think there's a pathway up here to get to a point. Well, there might be one, but I have a nice enclosure right here without having to spend tons of resources making walls all the way around it. So looking for a mid-sized base, can't get any better than this. Just be aware that you will have to make some type of ramp to get down if you plan on using land dinos, because it is kind of a long way down. And now, what you've been waiting for, the best spot in my opinion on this map. There's lots of awesome spots, but this has got to be the best spot. We're at 31.432. And this spot has a full enclosed mountain around you. I mean, there's a path that we're underneath a massive rock right now, but you can see we got an entrance right here. Massive rock entrance. Right under here to a full enclosure. You don't even need a dino pen in here. It goes up to a ramp that goes up here to the top. And we got places to build up on the top of it. You got a dino pen down below that you can keep everything in without even building tons of walls or anything like that. And you've got tons of resources around here. You got metal, plenty of things to eat, plenty of vegetation. And here's the cool part. But right here at this base, there's 28.6, 29.3. You got a cave system. And I'm not going to go all the way through this cave, but I'm just going to show you just in general that you got a cave way down here, and all kinds of crazy flying stuff down there. And look, yeah, you got water right here. Huh, that's convenient. So you got a water source down here in the cave, which is right here close to your base. So, I mean, you got an awesome enclosure from the mountain. You got a cool cave down here with some crazy flying crap down there at the bottom that has a water source. And there's no dinos or anything right here to mess with you while you go get your water source. All in all, amazing place. So this last location is going to wrap everything up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them below. Like this video if you like it, and subscribe to my channel. Especially subscribe to my channel if you're looking for cool base locations or cool base designs. I do all that kind of stuff, and I'm going to be uploading a lot of different videos with that type of content. So if that's what you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for some more videos that are coming out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.